down, it will record. Okay, can we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the program now, we can start the program. org 0, we are going to write this using interrupts, therefore LGEM main. So you have to exclude the interrupts, so we are going for LGEM main. And then org 100H, we are going to write the program for main. So in that main program, what we are going to do is, we are going to configure both the timers. In which mode? Auto reload mode, we are going to configure the timers. 22H we are going to load. And then the count value MTH1 is being loaded as -3. This is for the baud rate. What is the baud rate? We have to have 4800. From the baud rate table, we have to find out it is -3. So we are loading it to TH1. Okay. So then we are starting the timer TR1. The role of timer TR1 is to have the control over the baud rate. Okay. So baud rate will be taken care by the set TR1, timer 1. And then SCON50H is nothing but one start bit, one stop bit, and 8-bit data we are going to transmit. So SCON50H. Then TH0 is being loaded as A4. What is the role of A4? Is nothing but 5 kHz square waveform generation has to be there. They have mentioned to generate 5 kHz. Therefore, we are calculating that for 2.5 kHz. That is 1 by 2.5 T on time, T off time, and we are loading A4H. Setup. Set bit TR0 is nothing but starting the timer to generate the waveform. And then interrupt enabling, we are enabling global interrupt. And what type of interrupt we want to enable? Serial interrupt has to be enabled, so we are enabling the interrupt according to that. Okay. And then we are loading P0 00H. The role of loading P0 as 00H is nothing but making that port as a serial. That is, sorry, sending it to P0 output port. Okay, so making that port as an output port. Similarly, P1 is to be made as an input port. P1 is the port to read. So P1 is being made as an input port. P2 00. P2 is being made as an output port. And then clear P3.3 is nothing but making that particular pin 3.3 as per the program. It is 3.1. They have used 3.3. So correction has to be made here. And then move A, P1, SBuff A, that is nothing but the content of P1 is being copied in the accumulator, and through accumulator we are transferring it to serially. So serial buffer, we are loading it, and similarly the same content is being transferred to port 2, and we are checking whether the transmit interrupt has been occurred or not. The transmit interrupt is occurred, we are telling that the total transmission is completed. So after completion we have to clear this for the next transmission, so clearing the TL, transmit interrupt has been cleared. And then this has to be repeated periodically. So SJump repeat, this process has been repeated continuously. Unconditionally, it has been repeated. So after that, in 0B, this is the interrupt timer interrupt, we are going to have the toggling of the port P3.2. Why we are toggling port 3.2? Question. So we can see that 3.1 is to be toggled. So this has to be corrected as 3.1. Okay, complement 3.1 and return I. So main program org 23H. In that we are going to have serial communication. Serial interrupt. SBuff is moved to A. A is being loaded to P0. Clearing the RI. Returning to the main program. End. Okay. So this is therefore we have enabled both timer interrupt and serial interrupt. Okay. So now we can execute this program. Copy this program. Here you just change that to 3.1. Okay. As per the question. And then this is for clearing 3.1. Okay, so these two corrections has to be made. Okay, 3.1 we have made. So checking for it. Starting paper. Okay. So what are the things the setup we have to go in the logical analyzer for waveform? We are going to have this setup. Which particular port we have to have? That we have to select P3.1. P3.1 we are going to assign. So delete. If you have repeated, you can delete. You can select bit. Okay, again. P3.1. You can select that particular thing. Select instead of analog, select bit. Okay. So in that bit, you select the color coding. Okay, over everything. Close. So this has been configured. And now this port 2 and port 1 has been taken for visualization. Similarly, UART1. So in this UART1, right click. You will be having the option of basic thing is ASCII mode. Instead of ASCII mode, you can give mixed X ASCII mode. Note down mixed X ASCII mode. If you enable it, So you will get both the options. Now execute the program. Execute the program. So you can observe the values. Waveform, just zoom in. You get the waveform generation. Similarly, you can observe that the toggling of port 3.1. Okay, as per the program. Similarly, whatever content you are going to transmit in the serial window, it will be observed. Okay, so whatever you are displaying, it will be observed in the port 0. Serial window, whatever you are typing, it will be replicated in the port 0. This is the program.